Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. This is another fight preview, but this time it's a full card preview for Benavidez against Demetrius Andrade. This is going to be the main event, the main headliner for this card in a super middleweight class between these two, where you would think the winner will get Canelo Alvarez a shot at Canelo Alvarez. But there's some other good fights on this card as well. On the main card as well. We have got, which we'll start off with, sorry about that, before, Hector Luis Garcia against Roman Woods to start off the main card for the WBA Super Featherweight title, 12 rounds. Obviously, the WBA champion is Hector Luis Garcia. Obviously, in that division, we got other champions like Emmanuel Navarrete, Joe Tordino, of course, and Shaki Fotzer as the other champions in that division. But it'll be an interesting fight, this one. Will be an interesting fight. Hector Luis Garcia is a southpaw, while Roman Woods is more orthodox style. So it's all about how can Roman cope with Hector Luis Garcia's dangerous southpaw punch power. We need to see. Sorry about that. It's pretty hater when you finish at the end 3-2 in your video. But yeah. But for me, as for this fight, obviously Hector Luis Garcia is the favourite. It's the favourite for me. I think it's capable of stopping Roman Woods, depending on how Woods caught with the southpaw stance of Hector Luis Garcia. Obviously, Roman Woods' only defeat is on points, decision. So that's where I'm going to head towards too. But I think it'll be a dominant win for Hector Luis Garcia on a dominant points decision win. I'm not for a points decision win for Hector Luis Garcia. I think he'll win it by at most 3 or 4 rounds, in my opinion, in terms of the scorecards. I think he'll win it by 3 or 4 rounds, or even more than that potentially. But I'm going to go for Hector Luis Garcia to win on points. Obviously, Hector Luis Garcia, notably, his last defeat was obviously due to Davis, of course, which was the start of the year, wasn't it? It was the start of the year. Now on to the next fight, Subriel Matias versus Shotaron Edasaf for the IBF World Super Lightweight title. 12 rounds. Should be a great fight, this one, between Matias and Edasaf, in my opinion. Edasaf, in my opinion, should be. I do think this will be a intriguing fight. Intriguing fight in this one. Edasaf is obviously southpaw. Matias is obviously orthodox, and Edasaf is unbeaten. As well. Matias has got the 1 defeat on his record, which was a points decision loss. But looking at this fight, I can see it going 2 ways in this fight. If it does a points decision, I think Edasaf's got a huge chance in terms of points decision. I think that's the only way Edasaf wins for me, is on a points decision. Because of his southpaw stance as well. And, well, Matias, I think Matias, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough fight, I reckon this could steal the main event. It's a high volume fight, this one. It is a high volume fight. This one between these two. Can Edasaf caught with Mateus's punches and how Mateus caught with Edison's punches. I mean, it's actually a tough one. It's a tough one to call. I can see Mateus getting stoppage in this fight, but it's a good matchup. It really is a good matchup between these two. It really is a good matchup for me. But we need to say Edashev hasn't faced anyone like Mateus before, has he? That's the only thing I will say. He hasn't faced anyone like him before. I think it'd be... This is why I'm going to lean towards a stoppage win. I am going to go for a stoppage win from Mateus. But I do think it will be between rounds 10 to 12 for me. I think that's going to be that sort of a fight. And I'm going to go... I'm going to go 10th round. I'm going to go for a 10th round stoppage win for Mateus in this one. I'm going to go for a 10th round stoppage win. I think Mateus will eventually, in the second half of the fight, break down that southpaw stance of Edashev, in my opinion. In my opinion. And eventually break them down to get the stoppage win in them between 10 to 12 rounds, in my opinion, them championship rounds. I'm going to go for a 10th round stoppage win for Subriel Mateus to give Edashev his first defeat of his boxing career. Now on to the co-main event. Where we see Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo returns to action after 3 years. I think it's 3 years, isn't it? The WBC middleweight champion, of course, Jamal Charlo. After 3, he's still the WBC champion despite not fighting for 3 years. He's up against, I think it's David Benavidez's brother, Jose Benavidez Jr. Of course, Jose Benavidez Jr. I'm pretty sure he played Felix Chavez in 3-3, didn't he? So I'm pretty sure I recognise his face from somewhere. And but it'll be an interesting one. This is going to be interesting. This fight. It depends which Charlo we'll see. Will we see a Charlo that has been out for 3 years? I think we will. You can probably see that win much during this fight. I think it's a chore, to be honest with you, how he's still kept hold of his belt after not being active for 3 years. But that's the WBC. That's the WBC for you. As I told them, the world boxing corruption. That's what I told them. They always protect the champions. Same with Tyson Fury in the heavyweight division. They're speaking all the nonsense, honestly. And now they're putting Francis Ngannou in the top 10 of the heavyweight rankings because he knocked Tyson Fury down in Francis Ngannou's boxing debut fight as well. It's not just that. Tommy Fury as well. They put him in the cruiserweight rankings above Vidal Riley, who has actually won a legitimate title. I mean, come on. Pathetic, honestly. It really is pathetic from WBC. Can't stand them, honestly. We can't stand them. But I can only say this down to points for me. Like I say, it all depends on which Charlo turns up. I think it will be the win-much Charlo, who hasn't been active for 3 years, that will turn up. And I think he'll probably scrape a point decision win, to be honest with you. Because I just don't think Jose Benavidez Jr. suits this weight, in my opinion. Well, Charlo does. Which is why I'm going to go for Jamal Charlo to win on points. I mean, will it be close? Potentially. It might be close. There is a bit of fire in this fight with both of them in the first press conference. bit of fire between them both. But I do think Canelo will win on points, because there's a lot of it in terms of why he will win on points. Of course, also the WBC want to protect their champions as well, so a bit of corruption in there. And I'm off for Canelo to win on points, as I can't say it's been a stoppage because it's been out for 3 years, so it makes sense for it to be a points win for Canelo. And hopefully we'll see that Canelo versus Teo fight next, because there's a lot of fire in that fight as well. But on to the main event, David Benavidez against Demetrius Andrade, 12 rounds in the main event. Very interesting fight, I think. Very interesting fight. Andrade, I've not really rated him at all in terms of his resume. I do rate him as a fighter. But his resume is quite poor, piss poor, to be honest with you. It is quite piss poor. Just really no one there on his resume. Let's be real about it. Obviously, B.J. Saunders was meant to be obviously on his resume, but we all know what happened with that situation. And but it's a good fight. This is a good fight. 2 ways you can probably see it going. I think Andrade is going to be awkward. I think he will be awkward to start off with for Benavidez. But I just think David Benavidez in the end will be too good. You saw him against Tyler Plant, where he was too good in the end for him. Well, he absolutely destroyed Tyler Plant, in my opinion, dominated him, didn't he? And I think David Benavidez is either going to win on points or by a late stoppage, in my opinion. Because I think in the second half of the fight, first half of the fight, Andrade will be awkward for Benavidez. We'll have that awkward style for Benavidez, and I think Benavidez will fiddle him out, in my opinion, in the second half of the fight. And I think David Benavidez will give Andrade his first defeat. And I think David Benavidez, and off a 9th round stoppage win for David Benavidez, I think he'll offensively break Andrade down. He needs to target the body. Target the body of Andrade as well. And I think that's where you can hurt him, in my opinion. And I think Benavidez will hurt Andrade in the second half of the fight. And I think Benavidez gets the job done in the 9th round with a 9th round stoppage win on Andrade. And for me, the winner should face Canelo Alvarez. And for me, that winner should be Benavidez, in my opinion. Canelo, let's be real now. Canelo has been ducking Benavidez. As much as we love Canelo and we hail him for being one of the greatest ever boxers of all time, he's ducking Benavidez. He is ducking him, which makes that fight interesting if it happens between Canelo and Benavidez. But yeah, I'm done for Benavidez for a 9th round stoppage win. Andrade, he is an awkward fighter though. He is an awkward fighter. And he can win this. I'm not saying he can't win this, Andrade. He can win this by outboxing, trying to outbox Benavidez. But I just don't think he will. I think Benavidez will come towards him second half of the fight and really turn the screw on Andrade and break him down and stop him in the 9th round. Between them 9 to 12 rounds, in my opinion, for Benavidez. A lot of people will have it early for Benavidez, potentially. But I just think it'll be awkward at first for Benavidez. Then Benavidez will figure him out in the second half of the fight, turn the screw on, and break Andrade down, and get a 9th round stoppage win in this main event to give Andrade his first defeat. With Andrade, he's got 32 plus wins on his record, and there's really no notable names on that resume. For me, he basically reminds me of the Deontay Wilder resume. This is Andrade's first notable name on his resume. Yeah, with Deontay Wilder fought no one apart from US Ortiz. But Deontay Wilder finally fought someone who was better than him, and that was Tyson Fury. It's the same here with Andrade. But the difference I have with Andrade and Wilder, I actually rate Andrade's boxing ability, while Wilder only just has a dangerous punch. That's it. But Andrade just has a piss-poor record, piss-poor resume, in my opinion. So they are quite similar. And that is my prediction. David Benavidez to break down Andrade in the 9th round, and to hopefully finally get that title shot against Canelo Alvarez, which don't be having, that will be groundbreaking, that fight. I really do. So feel free to leave your thoughts down below. That is my David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade full card preview. Feel free to leave your predictions for the 4 fights down below in the comments. Take care, stay safe, and see you all later.